Week 2 NFL season, Kenwood Game of the Week. Again, we got the Chiefs again in Game of the Week, man. The Chiefs at the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, what you gonna do? 0-3. 0-3 against Patrick Mahomes, man. That's unacceptable. Y'all at home this week. 3 running backs that hit the injury list. J.K. Dobbins, Justice Hill, who was the other one? Gus Edwards. Marcus Peters not there. Ronnie Stanley, he doubtful, maybe questionable. You already lost your best lineman to the Chiefs. Orlando Brown Jr., he protecting Patrick Mahomes right now. Bruh. No excuses. Next man up. And I think Tyrann Mathieu coming back this week for the Chiefs. So that's even adding more flame to the fire, man. No turnovers this week. Y'all can't afford no turnovers this week, Ravens. Lamar Jackson, y'all did enough to win that game, but y'all hurt yourself by the 2 fumbles. Lamar Jackson, matter of fact, Lamar Jackson dropped the ball 3 different times, recovered it 1 time, and lost it twice. That run game, man, it's going to have to be awesome. It's going to have to be amazing. Lamar Jackson, I'm not going to lie. Lamar Jackson has improved on his passing. He has improved on his passing. They did enough to win that game. They should have won that game. And I'm not going to lie. I love watching Lamar Jackson play. That's one of my favorite players to watch play. But I wanted to see the Raiders win a game. And they did. I wanted to see the Raiders win a close game. And like I said, some teams better. The NFL is better with some teams start balling, and the Raiders is one of those teams. Like I said, it's one of the classic NFL teams, but this ain't about the Raiders. But let's go back to the Ravens and the Chiefs. It's not a lot of quarterbacks out there that can say they got a winning record versus Patrick Mahomes. Probably Brady. That might be the only one. I think he 3-2, and that was one in the AFC Championship and one in the Super Bowl and maybe one in the regular season. If I'm mistaken, go ahead and do your research on that. Let me know in the comments if y'all know what the record is. But Drew Brees ain't won one. Big Ben ain't won one. You definitely not them young quarterbacks. They haven't won much of any because Patrick Mahomes ain't lost many games since he's been starting in this league. Man, secondary, it's gonna be important because they lost that game against the Raiders, I feel like on blown coverage, zero coverage. They stacked the receivers lined up, stacked to one side, and they did the rub. And that broke away one of the receivers, and that got away for the game-winning touchdown, man. The Ravens is no excuses for the Ravens. It's next man up. Every team is struggling from COVID. Every team is struggling from injuries. Lamar Jackson, this your opportunity right here. If not, y'all going 0-2. And when a team started the season 0-2, it's like a 20% chance of making the playoffs. Y'all look that up. 20% chance of making the playoffs. So you know what? Tyson Williams, Latavius Murray that they signed from the Saints last week, they're going to have to step their game up. They're going to have to run the ball. Lamar Jackson, we already know what he do when he run the ball, man. We already know what he represent as a runner from the quarterback position. It's going to be the passing that's going to make a difference in this game. Sammy Watkins with the 2 big plays that he made last week, he going to make at least 4 of them this week. Hollywood Brown, he had a touchdown last week. We're going to need him to get open if Lamar Jackson is going to be successful to win this game against Patrick Mahomes. Man, and that's a hard thing to do. That's a hard thing to do, to beat the Chiefs, man. But I feel like the Ravens should have Ravens did have an opportunity to beat them guys. I remember them being up with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, but that's a lifetime for Patrick Mahomes. A lifetime. You can, a lot of people, you can try to run the ball and keep them off the field, but that hasn't proven to be the formula to beat the Chiefs, because I only seen one team really beat the Chiefs with that formula, and that was the Colts. So it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something to see this week, man. The passing game gonna have to improve, and I'm not gonna lie. Lamar Jackson has stepped his game up as a passer, but you're gonna have to be all time tonight, better than you ever been in any of your other games, because everybody know what you like to do, man. Everybody know what you guys like to do, and that's run the ball, force you to pass the ball. Teams feel like they got a better chance when they force Lamar Jackson to pass the football. And like I said, 0-3 already against the Chiefs. 0-3. Matter of fact, the Chiefs are on a 4-game win streak versus the Ravens. A 4-game win streak versus the Ravens. Don't make it 5 right here in your own home. Lamar Jackson, you've been getting a lot of flack, man, for that last week. 2 fumbles. I said he lost the ball 3 times. He recovered 1 of them. 2 of them was lost, and I feel like that was a big reason that the Ravens lost that game. But hold on to the ball, make some great passes in the clutch, and it shouldn't be a close game at the end, because if it is, we already know what Patrick Mahomes do with close games. He take them over and he finish them, and you're gonna see a whole lot of this from Tyreek Hill.